Alright, y'all. Proverbs chapter 8. What does Proverbs chapter 8 means? Earlier in the book of Proverbs, wisdom was personified as a woman calling out in public to be heard. Proverbs 1:20-21. Solomon once again uses this metaphor depicting wisdom as she cries out from near and far for men to heed her call and to listen to what she has to say. Wisdom's message is not obscured so that no one can find it. On the contrary, the basic principles of godly wisdom are so obvious that all people ought to hear and listen. And that's Proverbs 8:1-5. In contrast to those who are corrupt, crooked, or twisted, wisdom speaks noble, righteous, and true things. Her instruction is worth more than the finest gold, silver, and jewels. This is true in both practical and spiritual ways. A person who starts with nothing but follow wisdom has a better chance of becoming successful than a foolish person who stumbles into wealth. That's good. From an eternal perspective, this is also true. Mark 8:36. The soul is worth infinite more than anything we might obtain in life. Oh, infinitely. So the soul is worth infinitely more than anything we might obtain in life. Proverbs 8:6-11. Y'all, my voice, my throat hurts a little bit, but we're going to press forward. Wisdom teaches that the fear of the Lord is hatred of evil. This fear is the kind of reverential, worshipful obedience that we should rightfully offer to God. Proverbs 1:7. In contrast, that which disagrees with wisdom is pride, arrogance, and corruption. And that's Proverbs 8:12-13. For a leader to truly be benevolent, and just, they must use godly wisdom. This is a national application of the same benefits wisdom offers to individual people. She loves those who love her. Once again, extolling the value of godly wisdom, Solomon notes that the effect of honoring God are better than fine gold and choice silver. Proverbs 8:14-21. Solomon also notes that wisdom existed before God created the earth and the heavens. All right, now, this depiction here of wisdom as something established by God before even the creation of the world speaks to God's perfection. At the same time, wisdom poetically speaks of being alongside the Lord as a master workman. This wording has led some to interpret this passage as a statement from Jesus, who was more initially with God in the beginning, John 1:1. However, this is a different context and not a literal representation of Christ. Rather, wisdom is an instincts part of how God created and enjoyed his work. Proverbs 8:22-31. Returning to the theme of advice, wisdom urges human beings to listen to her and promises blessings to those who respond positively. She promises life to those who listen to her as well as favor from the Lord. However, those who fail to find wisdom, those who ignore God's teaching, inflict injury on themselves and love death. They will ultimately be separated from God. And that's Proverbs 8:32-36. So, the chapter context. Thus far in Proverbs, Solomon has spoken about the virtues of wisdom and the need to acquire it and live by it. He has also warned about the dangers of rejecting wisdom. Chapter 7 ended with a description of a promiscuous woman seducing a foolish young man. Now in chapter 8, he lets wisdom speak, once again personified as a woman. She speaks about her experience before creation and her gift to life to all who find her. This analogy continues in chapter 9. So, chapter 8, the breakdown, part 2. Proverbs 8 personifies wisdom as a woman calling out to humanity, emphasizing its value and role in creation and life. It highlights wisdom's superiority over material wealth and its connection to God's creative power and its ability to guide individuals towards righteousness and a fulfilling life. Essentially, that chapter encourages seeking wisdom as a path to prosperity, understanding, and a relationship with God. So the breakdown. Personification of wisdom. Proverb 8 depicts wisdom as a woman who actively seeks to be heard, followed, standing at prominent locations, and calling out to people. Value of wisdom. The chapter emphasizes that wisdom is far more valuable than any earthly possession, including gold, silver, and precious jewels. Wisdom in creation. Proverbs 8:22-31 describe wisdom as being present with God during creation, suggesting that wisdom played a crucial role in the formation of the universe. Guidance and blessings. Wisdom offers guidance, righteousness, prudence, and knowledge to those who embrace it, leading to a life of favor with God and a deeper understanding of His ways. That's so good. Contrast with folly or folly. The chapter contrasts wisdom with the destructive path of folly, highlighting the importance of choosing wisdom for a blessed and fulfilling life. That's good. That's really rich. Connection to God. Proverbs 8 connects wisdom to God, presenting it as a divine attribute and a pathway to a relationship with Him. Call to action. The chapter serves as a call to actively seek, listen to, and embrace wisdom, recognizing its profound impact on every aspect of life. In essence, Proverbs chapter 8 presents wisdom as a powerful and desirable force that can transform individuals and shape their lives for the better, offering a path to a life of purpose, prosperity, and a deeper understanding of God's will. Okay. Y'all, so that is all I have for Proverbs chapter 8. And I'll see you tomorrow for chapter 9. Bye, guys.